Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speletons. I'm
Right.
Zinker, he's Derek, and this is my daughter, Velvet. That's the
a
odd.
weird
I guess
name.
that's the joke for this. There we go. All right. Anyhow,
Okay.
we're gonna fight something now. Continuing our JRPG continual tradition of not fighting anything in the first episode.
Yep.
Number of souls each character.
Oh no, a
this.
prickle board.
What the hell?
If you could not interrupt me by by reading off everything that's clearly on the screen.
Okay. Shut up, Derek. I don't complain about you.
The Paper Mario group. So, someone was I was Vivian for it. I just threw together a shitty Vivian with some extra fabric I had for my Black Knight cosplay and some
Oh God,
duct tape.
I'm in the fight.
Fedora.
I'm doing the actual fight.
Someone else did Mr. L, except on his hat he put lost instead of an L. Someone did Dementio. For Dementio, she just basically used some paper and colored it and made or wore black and made the chest piece that he has in the hat. And then someone else did Goombella with just stuff that he threw together at the lastest minute. I don't think lastest is a word, but it was the lastest minute.
I'm reading, so I know how to play the game. I don't want to do the Game Grumps thing where I'm like, why isn't this game working? Because we just don't know how to read. Look, they know what the fuck they do. They have to live that shit. All right, there we go. You have my full attention. She's talking about random pointless stuff. You think I should listen to my daughter, but I'm not that kind of parent. Anyway.
I was just happy. I was so happy though to see a couple people at least did do the Paper Mario stuff last second.
Yes, I would really like to point out that the person who did Goombella was less fitting than the Jack Frost in there.
It was a bit of a stretch for Goombella, but
a bit of a stretch, Derek. I don't think that was Goombella. I think he just dresses like that.
Who else has a light on their head?
Well, okay. What about Mr. Rossetti?
That's in Paper Mario.
That's in Paper Mario? Well, Watt is a light, and it's his head.
He doesn't have a Watt on his head.
If he was a Watt cosplay, I would have taken that more. I would have believed that more. Alright.
So, so the rest of the time though we pretty much just played Quiplash, and we paused every so often so I could play a video. There were 6 total videos, including the one I had at the start with the green screen. They were just memes, or shitty memes. But for Quiplash, I think the first game someone I was posting the room code in the comments for the live stream. I think someone at Katsu did play in the first game. I couldn't.
Right,
I was pretty sure it wasn't
Quiplash.
someone in the room based off the name, and also no one was responding. And I was like, "Who's it?" Or does anyone want that last spot in the game? So I assume it wasn't anyone in the room, but and it was also right after. It was very short after I posted the code. But anyways, we mostly just played Quiplash. There were a couple of good moments throughout it. It's hard to really describe good Quiplash moments. One of my favorites was I remember
That's
how
not
it
true. Haven't I gone over the Roomba from JV with class practice? Not sure. Have I ever done that?
I think you did. I think you did.
Well, I'll go over it again. So we were playing Quiplash for friends, and one of my friends, a nub, just uses safety quip. I don't even remember what the frickin' question was, but the answer is just Roomba from the Roomba from JV with class practice out of nowhere, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And we're all just completely confused, and we all just started frickin' dying. So then we continuously referenced it for the rest of Quiplash. Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Why aren't you laughing, Derek?
I've already heard this.
That's true.
So, I guess I can go over a couple. I think I might be able to make a couple of them entertaining. There was one of them, which I already told you, but the there was, I don't remember how it came up. I don't remember what exactly the question was, but at some point it came up like, was it? We were pondering, which is like, or if it's creepier for, or if it's or what's like the creepiest like thing that could, or like person or whatever that could say like, come play with me, and then someone was like, well, wouldn't it have to be like a child, because like, it's creepy if a child's like, like, come play with me or something. They had like that kind of like child creepy voice or something like that, and the person who like said they thought it'd be a child turned their head as they were like saying it, or as they were like saying it, they were looking the other direction, and like after they said that, I just like leaned over like right into the ear and said, come play with me. And like just like sent like, and like they like turned to me and like they visibly had like shivers.
They visually had shivers. That is the best description. That's like my friend. I guess I'll shout him out, Connor. Hey buddy. Actually, a lot of people ask me to shout him out. I should do that. All right. Also my boy Rihanna, who's actually a girl, but and then whatever, Gabby or whatever. You watch us when you're drunk. I don't know. But no, my friend Connor, he just continuously, like, to make things incredibly awkward, he always tries to hit on me, because he's a guy and I'm a guy, so that's his thing. I'm like, everyone already does that though. But so it doesn't really weird me out too much. Although he is really good at it. But so like to counteract him, because instead of giving him a response to satisfy him, I've just started sending him pictures of the letter E, or just pointing out a letter E inside things, or just I wrote, like, I took a piece of receipt paper, I wrote E, and I handed it to him, and then later it later was folded up to me, and then given back to me, and then I put it in my pocket, and then later he did it again. I pulled it out, handed it to him, and he unwrapped it, and it just said E, and
why?
Well, think about it this way, right? You're hitting on someone, right?
Sure.
They just give you a picture of the letter E. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do in that situation? There is nothing you can do that is a proper response to that.
I think I say, what is this? Are you in distress?
But no, like if you're hit, like, it completely stops the hitting on you, Mojo, because like, yeah, you do.
Like, I feel like I look down at the E and I look back and I'm like, I guess that's too easy. Let me try something a little better.
And then they do it again. You just give them another E, and then they're like, what? Well, eventually, if they have a response to the E, they will run out, and they'll just be like, okay, this is just fucking weird, dude.
You could just reject them.
Somewhere
along the way.
Derek, what if they don't want? What if they don't let you be rejected? What if they keep going? You think I haven't told him no? I've told him no plenty of times.
Okay,
he don't care.
Okay, but has giving him an E stopped him?
No, but it stops him in the moment. He has nothing to do.
Rejecting.
No, he keeps going.
Clearly, you're not rejecting hard enough.
Derek, I think you need to have him hit on you one.
Sure. I'll break his heart.
I don't think you will. I think dude, he is. I shit you not. He's really good at making
cut to Derek and him in bed.
Man, I can't believe this. I can't believe this fucked up.
Wow, he is good.
Probably should have handed him the E.
The boars I hunted. Are you there?
The boars I hunted. Are you their mother?
Was he like Swiper, except you just give him an E?
Are you okay?
Maxim 3. Never waver once your sword is drawn.
Maxim
Control
3.
your feelings to control the tide of battle.
My daughter is weird. It's okay, I still love her. She's my daughter.
Shoes.
Hidden arts focus on damage and attack range, but use more of Yeshi than material arts. Searing Edge is effective against beasts, gaining advantage by exploiting your enemy's weak spot. Select arts from the battle menu and set Searing Edge to A, then press A to use it. Oh! Oh, cool! Okay. What is it, Searing Edge? And Slicing Foot! A hidden art that launches a burning ring that is especially effective against beasts.
Well, she's your daughter.
Yeah, she is my daughter. That is correct. I'll just set these all to.
It's not that. A lot of people I know, at least like in troop, that are like, or it's not uncommon for me to hear people refer to characters as their daughter, son, whatever, husband, wife, whatever.
This would be the first time I've ever done it, I think. In fact, yeah, I think this is the first time I've ever done it ever in any video game. Just been like, this is my daughter. So,
I don't think I've ever done it. It usually annoys me when people do.
Well, Derek, if you expect me to not stick to a bit for the rest of the series...
I'm not saying... I don't expect you to stop. I'm just saying, in certain cases it does. Like, other times I'm like, whatever, that's fun. Like, but, like, it doesn't bother me. But there are... every so often there's a case where it does.
You did, Velvet. I'm proud of you, girl. Okay. Well, now this is a... I don't know what the fuck that is. The hell is Sirit? Uh-oh.
Oops.
An exorcist art.
An exorcist art. Okay. Sorry, what were we talking about, like, seconds ago? The guy that was hitting on us.
Yeah.
Or hitting on me. He wasn't hitting on you. You got hit on by drunk girls. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, I got hit on by a homeless guy. That was different.
Also drunk girls. But they hit on you through me, which is...
That's kind of weak. That's weak. That's weak on their part.
Also, they weren't into guys in skirts and whipping you, so...
Rude.
Vanilla freaks.
What nerds.
No, Velvet, walk away from the strange man. He's probably the villain. Think about it that way. Okay? Think about you're meeting him this early in the game. It is very unlikely he is a good friend.
His head looks he looks a lot like Takumi, and I don't like it.
He looks a lot like the villain. He has white hair. That's how you know. In JRPGs, the villains have white hair. Fire Emblem doesn't count. It's not a JRPG. Well, I guess technically
it is.
But it's not. It's more a strategy game than it is like
Well, yeah.
The RPG game.
That's
See,
how
you know what
JRPGs
pisses me off. You know what pisses me off about the RPG thing? Like every game is an RPG.
Yeah.
By definition, because RPGs are role-playing games. You do that in every game.
That's not true. I don't think I play a role in Tic-Tac-Toe.
You play as the X's or the O's. The visible defeat and not. I feel like I just shouted your whole life view.
In my defense, I was originally going to say Minesweeper.
You play as the guy sweeping for the mines. Like, you are the minesweeper. Sure, he's not like physically represented in the game, but like that's the role you take. You know.
You take a role in doing anything you do.
Exactly. So, like, it's like almost like there's got to be a game out there that's done it, but pretty much every game.
You know how like Archer was saying, or in Archer when we were watching it yesterday, they were talking about how English uses a lot of idioms.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like you can attribute it to that. It's not exactly, or our role playing game isn't exactly I don't know if it's exactly an idiom, but I think it's more just like it's not taken as a literal sense. It's taken as a like.
Well, yeah, RPGs got like their own game genre. That wouldn't be obviously that wouldn't be possible if that wasn't the case. But
a lot of games are RPGs. I wouldn't say every game is an RPG.
No, well,
I wouldn't call Peggle an RPG.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but like that's what I'm saying is that like I wouldn't say a lot of games are RPGs, but like RPG has its own sort of title. Anyhow, a ball, Village of Lamji. Why? Okay, so Derek, I have one question about JRPGs. All right, we got a doll, and then we got a ball. Like I don't get it. Like, what's with the naming here? What is it? Wasn't that one guy just a dog in Ye7? Like, when are we going back to Ye7, Derek? What's up with that?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
No, you're not. I'm asking you.
He's not wrong.
Anyhow, next time on Speletons, more of me shouting and also staring at my daughter.
I have more Quiplash stuff.
That's cool.